Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to talk about Nike Airmax One, and a model actually that came out last year, January 2020, to celebrate Chinese New Year. One thing, I don't review on this channel latest greatest pair of shoes. I just go through my private collection. So sometimes some of the shoes are recent, some are not, some are actually really old. So it's a bit of a mixed bag when it comes to timeline. So today again is a good example. These came last year, exclusive for the US, and they're actually called, well, the nickname is Airmax One Nyc from New York Chinatown, so it's supposed to be inspired by the Chinese quarter of the big cities. And here they are. Just one thing before I start jumping, there was also another Airmax One model that came out at the same period of time last year. It was a premium classified model. This one is a SC for special edition. So the premium one had a complete patent leather upper, translucent outsole, and a nice box. This one's got a basic box. A little bit too much for me actually. I was tempted at some point, but I thought it would be very difficult to wear, so I skipped and I went straight for this one. Typical Airmax One, nothing special when it comes to the shape or the overall silhouette of the shoe. So let's jump into the details. So the laces, as you can see, I've changed them to the white ones. Again, awful laces when they got released. It's not the first time Nike is doing this. I've already reviewed the Graffiti logo and I had to change the laces as well because they were awful. So yeah, Nike, please try to step up the game when it comes to laces. The toe box area and the base, what they call the base usually for an Airmax One, is covered into this kind of like shiny, very thin tissue material. Which I'm not too sure what it is, but it's quite of shiny. I guess you can tell from on the camera. It's a bit rosy pink peach color. It's actually quite nice. It looks really fantastic. The only problem with this, and I'll come back to this later on when it comes to quality and my conclusion on the shoe, I don't think this is going to be a material that's going to age very well. Moving on the side of the shoe, the swoosh is in that yellow plastic cover, and you have like some blue stitching, and the edge of the swoosh is done in kind of like, it's not stitching the right term, but I don't have the appropriate term for that, but it kind of gives a 3D effect to the edges, so it's pretty cool. Mudguard, obviously a mini swoosh here, pretty cool detail. We tend to see this very often now on Airmax One. Used to be reserved for very limited shoes, very high-end shoes that everybody's after now, but now it's quite common to have this on some special editions Airmax One. Then around the mudguard, obviously all around the shoe, you get a double stitching in kind of like pink, and then I would think it's a bit of a light purple. Pretty nice double stitching, very cool. Then that tiny piece here, it's made of plastic. It's kind of like a patent leather look to it. Yellow stitching, again that pink, quite flashy. The tongue, all yellow tongue, nylon tongue with Nike in Chinese. So that's pretty rare to see Nike dropping off its Airmax logo, but for special edition they tend to do it. Then the lining inside the shoe, it's in that light blue color. Let me take off I think it's supposed to mimic like the lights, you know, typical lanterns. It's the same on both shoes. Now at the back of the shoe, interesting one. So you get a Pegasus at the back, embroidered in gold color. I'm not too sure the meaning of the Pegasus for the Chinese culture. Again, it's quite rare to see an Airmax One with no Airmax branding at all visible on the upper of the shoe and on the tongue. So it's pretty rare. So it's all patent leather, that part. Pretty nice. Boom! the outsole, pretty cool. So with blue, yellow, pink, and then that rose color, rosy peach color. I'm not sure how to describe it, but it looks like the Sean Weatherspoon, right? So it's super nice to have an outsole like this. And then you get the Nike Air here. This is the only way you see Nike Air together on these shoes. Comfort wise, sizing wise, this is typical Air Max One. So for me it's true to size, US 11, no problem. The Air Max technology here is not amazing, but it's a comfortable shoe, it's a decent shoe. The material they use for the upper is actually quite supple, really nice, feel like big slippers, so it's pretty cool. Now, one issue I've got with this shoe, and I started earlier on with the toe box area, so you can see that some of the material they use might not be the best in the world. So now I'll get that massive creasing all around the shoe, so that plastic film here is not properly in place anymore, so it's creating some bubbles. Yeah, I've got this on both shoes actually, it's not just that one, it's visible on both shoes. Yeah, so that's something that worries me a little bit. I think the shoe might not age very well. It's the same as well for the material they use for the Mudguard here. That thread here is pretty poor, it's pretty basic, and it's got a tendency to lose a little bit the shape of the shoe at the toe box area, so it's not the best. So I don't think this is a shoe that you want to rock every day. You're gonna have to be careful with these ones and take really good care of them if you want to keep these for a long run. So overall, one of the best, to me, again, one of the best colorway of the Air Max One last year in 2020. And the funny thing is there's a lot of things going on, right? A lot of different material, pink, blue, then you get yellows, but it's funny because actually it's easy to wear because most of the shoe is black. So it's quite an easy shoe to match with any color of clothes. Actually, it goes well with green, with blues, with jeans, black pants. So that's the thing I like about this shoe, and I think it looks absolutely amazing. The color combination here is really nice, and again, it's a really good reminder that Nike doesn't need to have a collaboration to release a really nice colorway. I really wish that the quality was a little bit more there, especially around the material this one here used, because again, I don't think this is gonna age very well. And also I wish that the box was different. So yeah, that's about it for these ones. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please share, comment, subscribe, likes, usual stuff on YouTube, and hope to see you soon. Ciao.